Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Gaze at a graveyard. Pair of panties. Oh, that sounds so good. Jeff, look at this thing.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 14th day of June, 2024. Good Friday morning, everybody. It's a big day. It's Friday, you know? Big day. What a week, huh? Let's get her started. Let's see. Marnie will be here. Maxo's coming in to play the initials game today. No Corey, so Zacho's running the initials game today. So, you know, lots to cover, lots to do. Let's get her started, shall we? I think, is Creasel coming in? I believe Creasel's here. I think Creasel's here. I'm excited. I hope Creasel's here. Here's John Heffron on dads, because Father's Day is Sunday. Call your dad. Remember your dad. High five your dad. Comedy on a Friday morning. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I don't know what kind of swing set you guys had growing up, but my swing set sucked, right? Because my dad put it together for us, and every time we swung on it, one pole would come right out of the grass. Because your dad do such a crap job cementing it in. You'd actually swing on it, then see the swing set above you. You're like, what? Bees and wasps would always come out of that top tube. When I'm getting gas, his dad pulls up, and you can tell the guy's on vacation because he's got all these big dad veins popping out of his face. He's in this SUV. His kids stay in the far back. One kid is playing a video game. The other kid is flipping through satellite TV. And the whole time I'm thinking, holy crap, people, can you imagine what it'd be like traveling with your own family in that situation? Could you imagine being so far back from your dad that he couldn't smack you at any given time? I hope kids are just taunting their dads from back there. Hey, Dad, we just spilled something. Car company should make a hand that goes on the seat in front of the kid. It just goes like that. Dad could have a little button he hits. Pop, 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 pop. What?
On your side.
How about them boobies?
Thunder. There's lightning
Now
in your
that
stride.
is a tease. Pair of panties.
Everybody, Power Trip Morning Show. Look at us. There's only one winner. To take it to the top. Hey, what's your name? Zacho.
Yes, sir.
Is there any chance we can load a copy of this somewhere where people could download it? I get about 9 emails a day.
Load a copy of this song?
This song, yeah. There's only one winner. Because you know what? It's the truth. There's only one winner. His name is John Creasel.
Good morning.
How about it?
How's it going?
You know, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Big day. Big day. Today is Windstock.
Yes.
4:30 to 5:30. I'm excited. I love playing that festival. Excited about being back. It's the first time we've been back. They were the first festival, one of the first festivals that gave Rocket Club a shot. So it was
hell yeah, man.
That was a big. So they asked us to come back. We're excited to be back. We play first day and then hop in a car and drive straight to St. Cloud and play another show with the Dillos
At the
Pioneer Place.
Pioneer Place. Okay.
Oh yeah, great spot.
Great place. So yeah, we 4:30 to 5:30 at Windstock, Hall Balls, St. Cloud at 7:30.
That's sweet, dude. Good for you, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a long day.
It's,
but good for you.
It's highway run.
Oh, great point.
Long days are good days.
Long days are good days, man.
Yeah, good point.
I'm with you.
Very good point.
What did Margaret Thatcher say? A lot of things, but she said, I'd rather
kiss me.
Yeah,
she said kiss me. And then she said, I'd rather have had a day where I had a lot to do and got it all done than have nothing to do and got that done.
Yeah.
That's a paraphrasing. It was terrible.
That's pretty good, though.
It is nice, though, having days where there is nothing to do and you can just relax. But what makes those days awesome are the days that you're working your T-words off.
Yeah. I've always said I can have a great day off if I have something to do tomorrow.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. It's good to stay busy.
You guys have it under control, man.
You have it under control. I'm so proud of you right now.
Why?
You're not wearing a hat. And I told you.
I'm not
You look
wearing
good.
a hat.
You look great. And the point of not having any hair like that is that you can go without a hat. And you finally did it today. And it's so freeing, isn't it?
It's the best, man. I love not wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Are none of us wearing hats right now?
No.
None of us. This is the first time it's ever happened.
First time ever.
I mean, ever. Corey has gone away from wearing a hat. He rarely wears one.
He's gone away from here, too.
Yeah.
Is he still
passed away.
in Vegas, or did he come home yet?
No, he died.
Oh, well.
No, meaning he lost in cards
rest in
already?
pieces.
He probably already lost in cards.
That's mean.
Yeah.
I almost never wear a hat. Only golf.
Yeah.
Golf is the only time I wear a hat.
I try and wear one all the time, but now I don't care anymore because
Gets too
bald
warm.
is beautiful.
It gets
Bald
pretty hot.
is.
Yeah, bald is beautiful. Ballin's beautiful.
I do have a shiny ass head. I didn't realize that.
And you could have stopped before you said head.
Yeah.
I like how when we golfed, Sauce, me, Parrish, and Muss on Tuesday, and his hair bit turned into us for probably 40 minutes talking about our pubic grooming.
Oh, sure.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what we do, right?
Muss got honked at by someone using the open air restroom.
Oh, yeah.
was he?
did.
A car drove by and gave him a honk. Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Was it a honk of appreciation or anything?
I think so. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Good,
he goes. He was over there. He's like, "Mad respect."
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Or no, it's that hog.
It's a more gravelly voice.
Yeah.
That
That sounds like Muss. Yeah. Yeah. It was, it was fun. But yeah, I like not having to wear a hat. I have one in my car. I don't know why, just in case,
Oh, you gotta have an emergency hat.
You gotta have a hat. Yeah.
You might go,
a car hat.
You might want to go undercover.
Car hat.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Or helmet. A little helmet in the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah,
that'd be cool.
I'm glad I didn't wear a hat today. And I may not wear one for a while. I love this new haircut. I don't know what it is. It's freeing. I don't know why. I feel like a different person.
Good.
Well, you've been under a hat for the vast majority of your life.
And it's a giant hat.
Yeah, it is a giant hat.
It's one of those big giant hat things that they have, except it's not like small in the crown area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was always ashamed of it. I don't care anymore. And Chris Hockey gave me the courage to not care.
Well,
Well, also, if your wife likes it,
yeah, she loves it. She loves it. Yeah, I don't care. She loves it.
Who cares wins?
Hawk, I asked Creasel this question before the show, and I would love your answer.
Yes, I will kiss you.
No, okay, I have a second question.
Yes, I will. Never mind.
You'll do that too?
Yeah. What is a old slot machine that you used to play that you miss?
Well,
like what's your favorite slot machine that you can no longer find?
Man, I can't think of one, honestly. I can't think of one.
My answer was the Simpsons machine. You can't find that.
Oh, is that
anymore.
right?
Yeah, I love that game. Yeah.
Mine were Mr. Lucky's Fortune Cookie.
Okay.
You remember that one?
Don't remember that at all.
Fantastic.
Nope.
But I think my all-timer is it's a tie because they're the same type of machine, the Willy Wonka 3-reel one.
Yeah.
That I saw the guy right next to me at Bellagio hit the progressive jackpot of I think it was 700,000.
Yeah.
And some got just swarmed by
That's
prostitutes.
Sweet. Yeah. Hawk showed up
and then
took his pants off.
Good job, man.
And they also have that in Wizard of Oz and Lord of the Rings, but the Lord of the Rings one wasn't a huge fan of. I like the movies, but not that slot machine.
Sure.
But the Wizard of Oz one were the same deal, where if you get the three deals to put it into the bonus, it would bounce to the different characters up above.
Lordy, yeah.
And if you hit I think it was the Glinda bonus, then you could get bonuses in the bonus.
Yeah.
Or Wonka, if you hit the Wonka bonus, you could get bonuses within the bonus. So you could there was a time late at night that I was in that bonus for 30 minutes.
That's the best.
The best.
But of course, only won like $120, even though it was it felt like I was going to be a millionaire. Yeah.
When you hit that many free spins, you better be getting a check.
Right.
You better have the tax guy coming by and talk to you. If you get 75 free spins and you win $100, you're ready to burn the place.
That's what it's like, man.
It is.
It's Vegas being there last week, nobody's winning.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a group of 8. None of us
really
hit a damn thing.
There's only one, man. Yeah.
That's what sucks.
That sucks.
If I go into the casino expecting to lose a certain amount,
right,
I just want to have fun doing it.
Yeah.
And that's it. If you're not hitting bonuses or anything, then that
all famine. All
that
famine.
sucks.
I don't know what they're doing down there. It's not fun. And obviously people are still putting their money in because it's Vegas or whatever. But like if you talked about Hawk, like you can hear, people like you can hear the floor,
the vibe.
Yeah, and you can. It's just every single casino you went into, there was no vibe. Everybody was just whatever. I don't know.
Vegas is turning though. It's becoming so corporate. It's definitely not the Vegas that was even 5 years ago that I loved. Yeah. So I still go there a couple times a year, but not the 5-6 times a year that I used to. But when people say, "Oh, they're tightening up the slots. They're tightening up this," you can find the info through the Nevada Gaming Control Board of what percentage the slots are set at. They have to, unlike here where it's just like a secret, so it could be at almost nothing. Right. There, they have a governing body.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. And
so, it's clear what you can get.
I would say that back in the day, though, I think that some of the casinos would be like, we're going to loosen it up a little bit more than that casino down the street.
They can. It's a range.
Yeah, for sure. Right.
That's a good point,
and like Fremont Street, generally, and you can see them, too, by denomination. Yeah. If you just go up to nickel from penny, you're giving yourself probably 3%, 4% better chance at winning, which is a ton in gambling.
When you gamble as much as we do, it sure is.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
You're damn right. Let's roll. Let's quit the job and go now.
I want to go now. Just not in Minnesota. I would go over to Wisconsin.
Let's go. Let's go to Deadwood.
Yes,
let's
even
go to
better.
Deadwood.
I want to go back so bad. Yesterday, my daughter and wife were like, "We need to go back soon."
See. And
we started Deadwood, the show. I'd never seen it.
Oh, how cool.
And their use of the word "see."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, listen, that's right. And let me tell you, there are some CSers out there.
3, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
There's some CSers.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you got to let somebody know there's a CSer.
And it is so funny.
Put your hand down, Zach.
I know.
Zach.
Yeah. Are you... It's not a...
you mean the insult.
Yeah, it's not a role. It's not like it's not like, we're casting for the role of CSer.
Right. Yeah. We're not doing roll call. Put your hands down.
Anybody looking to volunteer?
God, that area is beautiful.
It's
and the
beautiful.
history. And my wife last night when we were watching it under the gazebo, beautiful evening it was, she was like, this was not that long ago.
Yeah.
It really wasn't.
Right, I know.
And it is just chaos.
I know. It wasn't that long ago. And people were just like, no law.
Anything
killing
goes.
Each other.
Feeding people to pigs.
Getting her done with whomever you wanted for a couple bucks, maybe a quarter.
True.
Don't feed people to pigs.
And just the casual name for the working ladies.
Yeah, and you got to feed something to pigs.
Ladies.
You know what I mean?
Right. Hawk loves working ladies.
You know what? I respect them is what I do. And I'm sorry you don't.
Hey, didn't you say there's a slot machine where a lady gets naked?
Yes. There's the only time I've ever seen it anywhere is at Treasure Island Casino. It's still there.
Minnesota, TI, or
that's TI right here, yeah. You roll into the main front doors. You take a quick right. You go by the Treasure Island, like where you get your card.
Yeah.
Right there. Just past there on your left-hand side, there's a bank of 6 old dollar slot machines. The one on the back side, on the far left, is a strip club one. Yeah. And when you hit the bonus crease, you pick either a dude stripper or a lady stripper. And in the bonus, if you hit, you have Sniffer's Row.
Mm-hmm. So good.
There's 6 guys in Sniffer's Row. You have to pick 3 of the 6 guys. If you pick the 3 guys who give the most, you move to the next level. And the lady and or dude takes off another article of clothing. And I hit one time. It was a taxable win where she got all the way down to where she was wearing pasties and panties, and that was it.
You
and
didn't get to see the curtains.
No, I didn't.
No, and then you said
that's a grand jackpot.
Yeah,
that should be where you're like, oh boy.
Yeah, that's when you get sucked into the machine.
Yeah. Now, do all of the dudes look the same, or is there like a slob looking one or whatever?
There's one that looks like
it's easy. Yeah. You're like that guy.
That guy, yeah. He ain't got the money. He'd like to give her more, but he ain't got the money.
Correct.
He came here for the buffet, and he's staying for the teats.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And when you won that bonus, you were like, I don't need the money.
Yeah,
just keep the money. Yeah. I'm going to keep playing.
In my downstairs bar, I have a bar top machine where it's photo hunt and all those.
Oh, yeah.
And after a certain time, the exotic ones turn on, and they're not anything crazy, but it's funny how if you select the dude ones, it's They're wearing pants. They're like, it's just a shirtless dude who's muscular. If it's the gals, you'll see a lot.
Really?
A lot, yeah. And it's funny, too, when my wife and I will play that, anytime anyone in our house gets a high score on that, you put in Grandpa Tom. So people will think that my father-in-law is nasty.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
That's the best.
Yeah.
It's Patrick Morning Show. It's the Creasel. It's 5:45. It's Friday morning. You've made it to get through this day. It's June 14th, by the way. Look at that. Already the middle of June. Holy moly.
It's going too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Hawk and I wish it away, but...
I know, you bastard.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? We're not magic.
Yeah, we don't
got
have
nothing to do
magic
with it.
That's true.
That's not... yeah.
But at least the light at the end of the tunnel is sweet.
It is.
Football season.
Football season.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The best.
The best.
Let's go to Deadwood.
Yes.
I bought a van for a reason.
Yeah.
Let's all just jump in my van and roll. Come on now. In.
We can go to Sweeto Burrito.
Is there room for my wheelchair?
You damn right there is, baby.
Let's go.
Patrick Morse will be right back after this on the phone. She's the one. She's the one. If you're going to Woodstock, get out early today, okay? Get out there early. You're going at 4:30. Scream silos together, get you all riled up. A lot of mud out there. Little traffic problems, don't worry. Get up and get going. Let's roll. Bunch of hicks out in the sticks. That's what we are. Farm kids and hayseeds. Spending all day with Chuck Baganza. So, I got home from the gig last night and I'm laying there on the bed trying to get my brain to turn down a little bit. And I'm looking through YouTube shorts, which I love. And suddenly, it started showing me old PSAs.
Oh, no.
Listen to this one. Betty don't give a blank, okay?
Oh, boy.
Listen to this.
Look, Betty, you have gonorrhea. You may have given it to somebody else, or somebody may have given it to you. Who gave it to whom doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that if we don't bring the contacts in for examination and treatment, VD will keep right on spreading. So...
Betty don't care.
Betty don't care.
Betty is the female version of my dad.
Yeah.
Well, and percent chance one of your fathers gave Betty gonorrhea.
Well, I mean,
100%.
It's high.
It doesn't matter who gave it to
She
who.
doesn't care.
Okay, well, so, first of all, Betty, I mean, I don't know why you're so
He's like,
passionate about it not mattering.
Well, Betty's horny.
One of my army
Betty
buddies.
Ain't scared.
One of my army buddies who you guys have not met, so don't think it's Tim, because it was not Tim.
Of course it was.
He had a fiance. I don't condone this behavior, obviously, but he had a chance to have a three-way, and he said, "I just can't pass that up.
Yeah, of course.
It's just too." So he did. He didn't pass it up. He got in them guts, and then
Brilliant.
he got a VD.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then didn't realize it till too late. He had given it to his gal.
Oh no!
And then ended up, he got cured then. He was hoping he didn't give it to her because it was one with delayed symptoms. I'm not sure which one because I've never had one.
Yeah.
No.
And he caught it back from her.
Oh,
but
no.
he did admit to everything and said, you're better off without me. And she is better off without him.
Did she have the same attitude as Betty?
Did she go, so?
No, she was not thrilled about it.
I would bet. I bet she wasn't,
But he...
So, what a weird
it's a great story, though. He's tame these days, happily married, all is good.
Look, Betty, you have gonorrhea. You may have given it to somebody else, or somebody may have given it to you. Who gave it to whom doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that if we don't bring the contacts in for examination and treatment, VD will keep right on spreading. So?
Just doesn't
She don't care.
Is she a cowboy? She doesn't give a rip.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love Betty.
Yeah.
But keep that filthy thing away from me, Betty.
Yeah, stay away, Betty.
Just some dirty pea curtains.
Yeah, you know it is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Hawk don't care.
Dirty flaps.
I also came across this for no reason.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is a friend of mine.
The video's great.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend.
This is the new single from Pantera.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
This is the new single from Corey Cove and the
My
Nighthawks.
life as it should be. He taught me how to turn my cheek when people laugh at me. I've had friends before, and I can tell you that He's one who will never leave you flat.
Betty, you've got gonorrhea.
Yeah, and then she just plays that.
So-
I don't care. Jesus is a friend of mine.
Did Betty have a cigarette dangling out of her
I'm
mouth?
sure.
Not out of her mouth.
No.
Oh,
Betty,
trying to kill it that way, huh? Smoke
Betty,
it out?
Betty could give a rip.
She don't care.
Yeah, Betty don't care.
Smoke them if you got them, Betty.
Betty ain't got time for that.
They have those candles that you can use to get earwax out.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do they make those for the old love tunnel?
Boy, that's a great way to put it, and I don't know.
Jesus is a friend. That's great.
That's a hot cut.
That's a great bit.
It is. So basically, Atlanta got nothing.
Nothing.
We didn't get anything
No.
for the whole thing, right?
And-
the Falcons, right?
No, that is a slap on the wrist. That's almost like the Hennepin County attorney was in charge of handing out the punishment.
Yeah, Atlanta will forfeit its original 5th-round pick in 2025 and pay a $250,000 fine, and the GM has been fined $50,000. So basically, the bit that went around the internet is everybody's going, if that's how you land the number one quarterback in free agency, every team would do that. You would a 5th-round pick. $250,000 to a football team is nothing. That's a rounding error. They wouldn't even pick that up off the floor.
Chris, did you watch much of the NFL draft coverage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
sure.
I know this guy did. You didn't get up off the couch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It showed on one graphic, there was like 4 5th-round picks that have ever amounted to all-pro status, I believe. Stephon Diggs was one of them.
Yeah.
That pick is worth nothing.
Nothing.
That should have.
We don't even get it.
No.
You know, I thought the Vikings would be rewarded that gift for being the one taken advantage of.
Right. At least give us the damn.
Right.
Here's Kirk Cousins after he found out.
Jesus is a friend.
Brilliant.
It's true. They are homies.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Maybe
Good for him.
Maybe that's why he was like, listen, we need to.
Yeah.
So KC and JC getting together in the ATL.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hotlanta.
Wow, man.
Boy, that's a lot of letters.
Yeah, so, nothing. Right?
Yep.
Nothing happened. Everybody, we talked about it on this show the week of the draft, that there was a hot rumor from a source that was a really good source that the Vikings in Atlanta may flop 11th in the 8th overall pick.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's not a deterrent.
Right.
In the future,
a
these
5th-round
teams,
pick is not correct.
teams are going to tamper like crazy now.
A 5th-round pick is
wouldn't
not a deterrent. No.
Yeah.
I thought the whole bit was like Miami lost picks. Didn't they lose a 1st-round pick for tampering with Brady?
Yeah.
Like a 5th-round pick.
Yeah.
Nobody will care. If you could get the best free agent on the market and all you lose is a 5th-round pick.
Yeah.
And a GM is fined $50,000.
Ain't gonna matter.
Come on.
I wonder
GMs will be making $3 million
NFL's
a
gonna
year.
be Tampa Bay.
The disrespect
Brilliant.
shown
Well
to
played.
Kirk Cousins, even the league.
Yeah, they don't even care.
I've always been a Kirk guy, and there's so many people that hate him, and they say, he's overrated, he's not good. The NFL was like, 5th rounder.
Yeah.
Because even they
Right.
think he's not
Yeah,
good.
they're tired of him. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks. But we didn't even get it. When I saw that, I was like, well, that ain't much, but at least we don't get it?
No.
We don't get the, what?
That's odd that we don't get it. I thought the same thing
that
yesterday.
was like, we're the one who's been wrong, not the NFL. What do I know?
But even if we don't get it, they should have had to pay a lot more. And these monetary fines, the monetary punishment, stupid. None of these people are rich. They don't care. They won't bend over to pick up $25,000.
No, the owner, if you told the owner of the Falcons that there was $50,000 on the roof, I don't know if he'd go look for it.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I'll raise the price of bolts at Home Depot by 1 cent and make that by this afternoon.
Although I think, Zacho, I think we've talked about this. I think the Falcons have the cheapest food options in the league.
They do, but they make it up in many other ways. I talked to our friends over at the Minnesota Vikings about that.
Yeah.
It's a shell game. It looks like it's cheaper. So yes, on there, totally. But to get into the stadium to do all that stuff, a lot more expensive. So.
I think you'd pay a little more to get in if the food was cheaper. Just
it was $2 Diet Cokes with free refills. Yeah.
Right.
Let's make a deal.
They're getting their money somehow.
Of course. And Betty has gonorrhea.
Yeah, man. So 5:58 Patrick Morning Show. We'll get her started in sports after this on the plane.
can watch the Power Hour weekdays at 8 a.m. Fridays, it includes the Initials game, so be sure to get ready for that by heading over to KFAN.com/watch, hit and subscribe, and also thank Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Look, Betty.
You love Betty.
Look, Betty.
Are there any more Bettys out there?
Sure.
I mean, Betty's Pies.
I don't know. Probably. I mean,
Somebody naming their daughter Betty.
I don't
classic
know.
name.
Yeah.
It'll come back because some of these names now are just ridiculous.
Especially after this morning when people have gotten to know Gonorrhea Betty.
Yeah.
There are people listening in the delivery room, and they're like, "Huh,
That's it.
Certainly not.
The next name we hear on the radio, that's what we're naming her.
yeah."
Look, Betty.
Fun fact, the GB and GB Layton, it's Gonorrhea Betty. That's what it's
Look, Betty, you have gonorrhea. You may have given it to somebody else, or somebody may have given it to you. Who gave it to whom doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that if we don't bring the contacts in for examination and treatment, VD will keep right on spreading. So?
She's basically Arthur when Dutch tells her she has a plan.
Right.
So?
Yeah.
I don't like your plan. Your plan sucks.
Just need a little more time.
Oh, shut up, Dutch.
I've told the story about how my dad used to acquire those illnesses on a
Like
regular
they were
basis.
merit badges?
Which is why I was so careful in my heyday.
See?
Never got a thing.
I learned it from you, Dad.
Exactly. And so he had a hell of a way of teaching lessons.
Yeah, man.
But he went to a place that he would go to, and they would just, all right, we'll take care of it. And then they were like, no, we've switched to appointments. We're going to have to make an appointment. We can't fit you in today. And he threatened to spread it through the whole Twin Cities. And they said, all right, we'll take care of it
Certainly
today.
not.
Dude, that's a baller move.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He used some more colorful language, but that's one of my all-time stories of that man.
Yep.
That guy loves that story.
Yeah.
Let's do some sports.
Let's do it.
Because there's so much.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Thank you, Holiday. Try the ooey gooey cheesy roast beef and cheddar sandwich at Holiday. Try one today. It's only at Holiday. Savory roast beef topped, with American cheese and melted cheddar, all on a soft onion topped Kaiser bun.
Sounds delicious. Let's let the Betty story and that story breathe a little bit less.
Who was in charge of putting those back to back?
Yeah, we don't want to go ooey gooey.
Oh yeah,
Ooey
That
gooey
was
roast
Betty.
beef.
well played. My bad.
I thought the same thing too.
You know who's ooey gooey? Betty.
Oh, Betty. The U.S. Open happened yesterday, and I have bad news for a few people of the power trip world. Victor Hovland, who my dad has, is +8. Thagala is +7.
Yes.
Justin Thomas is +7. I don't know what happened to him. It's over for Justin Thomas.
Well, he won a major within the past couple of years.
He won the PGA Championship basically through the back door. Remember that one guy who I think is on who's on the Live Tour, fell apart on 18, and then Justin Thomas won it. But he hasn't been really the same since. Rory McIlroy is your overall leader, and he is tied with the human rain delay Patrick Cantlay. Rory McIlroy yesterday had 0 bogeys. He played an unbelievable round of golf. Zacho's guy Aubert is 4 under, and Bryson DeChambeau is 3 under.
Rory's dangerous. He looks different this time. He just seems more calm.
Why is my
He's
guy
kind
so
of taking.
I don't know, but your guy is a guy that I would pick. I would put stock in your guy.
Who'd you have again, Chris?
He is Thagala. Thagala's great, man.
That guy, but he's +7.
Yeah, but he'll.
Does he have gonorrhea?
No,
he's out of it for this tournament for sure. But
it depends though.
The cut's going to be 2, I think.
Yeah,
+2.
No.
+2. Yeah.
So he's got to come up with 5.
Might even be +4 because it's the top
60 plus cuts.
Oh, so
or 60 plus ties. I mean, is the cut.
So it'll be probably +2 or 3.
This is the
depending.
toughest cut line.
Yeah, because this is, and everybody yesterday was saying this will be the easiest the course will be.
Yeah,
and those greens are hideous, and it's going to be about 95 there today. So we got that going for us.
It's good.
The Minnesota Twins dominated last night. They beat the A's, who are terrible, but they still won 6-2. Carlos Correa is on a tear of his last 2 games. He's 8 of 10 in his last 10 at-bats, and last night he belted a 2-run home run on the 7th, did a cool Prince home run celebration, which I thought was sweet. He's batting .299. Buxton, Correa, and Lewis combined for 8 hits and 5 RBI. The Twins are 37 and 32. Same two teams today at 7-10.
So
Simeon Woods Richardson goes for your Twins.
So
Oh,
I thought you were. Oh,
we're being.
So?
That's.
she could care less. Zacho, the Panthers are 1 win away from the Stanley Cup after beating the Oilers 4-3 to take a 3-0 series lead. The Panthers scored 1 in the first, then they got 3 in the second in about 6 minutes. Game 4 is tomorrow at 7 o'clock. That can be heard right here on the Fan. The Panthers are minus 2,500 to win the whole thing.
Yeah, this series is over. I mean, that would be...
that lady doesn't care.
It's not as over as the NBA one is because that's never happened in the NBA. I think the last time it happened in
this is over.
NHL was in 1942 with the Maple Leafs in the final. There's been other rounds of the playoffs where it's happened where they've come back from 3-0 down. But yeah, this is a team that is just built for a title. They came up short last year. They wanted to get back there. They got back there, and it was a tough task to take on the Edmonton Oilers, but they shut them down. Bobrovsky is playing unbelievable in goal, and they're getting the offense that they needed, and they needed it in, as you said, quick succession. But they got enough to hold off the Oilers and claim a dominant lead in the series.
When is the last time a Canadian team has won the Cup?
91, 93 maybe.
No idea.
I think it was 93 Montreal Canadiens.
And this was the chance. Now, is Edmonton built to, you think that they will be back next year, or is their roster about to bust up?
Well, they got the best player in the league.
For sure, but
breasts.
But to his credit, he's not I think happy with how long it's taken for them to get to this point. What'll be interesting to see is if they decide to try to do some things in the offseason to get to that final step, or if they say, you know what, we got there this far already. We don't need much more. We can do this again. We can make this run again. It'll be an interesting summer. I think that if they would have been bounced earlier in the playoffs, you would have been talking about this might be the end of the Oilers as we know it, because it's like, what are you going to do? But the fact that they made it to the final tells me that they might
be able to hold it together.
Might be able to hold some things together. It is the toughest trophy in sports to win.
When is Betty Big Boobs going to flash those things again? The season's almost over.
They got to win.
Yeah, Hawk's Googling it currently. Although Game 4 is tomorrow in Edmonton, though, so she might be there for that.
Chance to peel them out.
Yep. Hawk, how about this? Jacksonville reached a deal with Trevor Lawrence. They're giving the former #1 overall pick a 5-year extension worth $275 million, $55 million a year, which ties him with Joe Burrow for the highest paid quarterback in the league. He has $142 million of it is guaranteed. And, he was the first overall pick in 2021. As you go through the quarterbacks that were taken in that draft, he's the only one that's worth anything.
So?
Zach Wilson is terrible. Sorry, Zacho. Trey Lance was traded for like a 4th-round pick.
And a pair of trousers.
Right. And then Justin Fields is a backup, and then Mac Jones is a career backup.
Yeah.
So he's the only one out of that group that did anything with his career. But Trevor Lawrence is the highest paid quarterback in the league.
But you have to.
Right.
He's very good. He's not elite.
Right.
No.
But you have to do it. And that's why it's so important to draft a quarterback.
Is he a top
then you have
10
that
quarterback?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's 10-ish.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think Kirk is better. But I don't know. Part of it is that disaster for a couple of years with coaching. Urban Meyer.
Oh, my God.
That set him back.
That was so bad.
I think he's back on track. And obviously, the Jaguars feel like he is too, or you wouldn't give him this money. But
he's good.
Think of how much J.J. McCarthy's going to get in 5 years.
Billions.
Huh, fellas?
Yeah. Billions.
With
a
all right,
B.
Zach, relax.
I mean,
you're not going to get any of it.
This guy.
You might.
Never know.
Unless there's a prenup.
Yeah. Hey, Hogs Daddy, we talked about this yesterday, but your Lynx are 9-3.
Let's go.
As you know, they battle the LA Sparks tonight in Minnesota. They are 13.5-point favorites, and the over-under is 159.5.
I know.
Good for them, man.
Yeah.
9-3. I think, are they the best team in the WNBA?
No, but it's close. Top 3.
They are.
Their record is the best in the West, though, right?
Hawks, right. The Connecticut Sun is 11-1. The New York Liberty are 11-2.
So nobody's greater than the Sun right now.
No, nobody. Well said, Zacho.
So,
yeah. So they play tonight.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
I heard it this morning.
You did?
I play it all the time. Yeah, I love that bit.
I send it to Corey randomly.
Yeah. Is it like a? Can you find it on YouTube?
I found it. Yeah.
Of course you did.
You want me to send it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, can you send that to me too?
Of course.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals is tonight at 7:30. The Celtics lead 3-0, but the Mavs are 1.5-point favorites to win the game. This will be most likely a sweep or a gentleman's sweep. Hawk is waiting to hear if Porzingis plays tonight.
Porzingis.
He was out for Game 3, so that game's 7:30 tonight.
I would take a custom line in Vegas, like probably I would say Celtics minus 4.5, and just ride that because that's got to be good odds. I don't get why the Mavericks are the favorite.
I don't either.
This is over.
They were up 21 in the fourth quarter against them.
Yeah, their spirit is absolutely gone.
I mean, Luka fouled out. Luka's complaining. They're calling him out in the media. Brian Windhorst went after him, which was funny.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
and it
he's
makes the game tough to watch. I love the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
And it showed during the season, they mail it in so often, but it's a long season. That season should be cut in half. But you get to the playoffs, and it's awesome. They're all trying their asses off. And then you have Luka. I'm surprised he doesn't get injured with how hard he throws himself to the court. And then the guy he's supposed to be covering hustles down, scores. Then he goes down one more time, does the same thing, tries to flop. They need to give him a technical. They need to punish him so it stops.
Punish him.
Yeah.
Finish him.
But the officials say, so.
Yeah, so. Zacho?
Celtics minus 4.5 plus 150.
That's not a bad line. Easy money, man.
So?
Even Gonorrhea Betty would bet that.
Look, Betty, you have gonorrhea.
Betty's kind of a...
Paul.
PA. Why does PA care?
I don't know. He likes it. He likes the
The NFL informed the Eagles that its investigation did not discover any evidence that they tampered when they were trying to sign Saquon Barkley.
Well, if there was evidence, it doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
So.
Yep.
So.
WorldUnityInc.org.
Yeah, I sent it to you. I got it.
That's brilliant. Good for you.
You're a better Googler than I am.
Yeah,
This one took some work, but I found it.
Good for you. Are we even Mr. Z?
Yeah, he's calling 620.
For Inside Out?
That's right.
Too?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Hawk can't see it. He'll cry too hard.
It's too much. I got other things to cry about. All right, so boys, I'll be right back on the other
The Fan.
Hailed as the nicest man in stand-up, 2021 Grammy-nominated comedian Nate Bargatze is headed to the State Fair Grandstand. You can see him on the Be Funny tour when he takes the stage on Saturday, August 24th. Limited tickets are still available. For more info and to secure your tickets, head over to KFAN.com and make the keyword calendar.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Cosmic Orphan and Raise the Alarm. Local music on the Power Trip Morning Show.
That's a great name.
Thank you.
Cosmic.
So, you love that movie.
So,
I want to see what she looks like.
I'll send it to you.
You can think of what she looks like.
I'll send it to you. I got it. I still got the link. Hey, do you guys remember at all when I used to do Vikings karaoke?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not available anywhere anymore. I've been trying to find it all morning because they had to delete them all, obviously, for copyright.
Copyright, yeah.
But I had Thielen. I had listened to
She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. And I'm about to miss my heart goodbye.
Cordero Patterson and I sang.
Who was singing the Grundy County auction here?
That's me and B-Rob.
B-Rob, okay. That's a banger of a song.
B-Rob Wales.
Yeah.
Woo! Karaoke. 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 I don't care what it is. That's how you end it.
You just won it again. It was so much fun, man.
He was the best.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
And I wish I had Case Keenum at one point.
Oh, yeah.
But they're like, I got them. There's no, you can't find them anywhere. And I understand because, like, the copyright junk that's happening now. But I was reading an article on Care 11. They wrote about it. And I'm like, man, I'm hoping they have a link on there. They don't. No, it's scrubbed from the internet.
Damn it.
Yeah.
September 5th, 2016, I was doing Vikings karaoke.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. That was a great bit.
It was a great bit.
Yeah.
Let's see if any of the old... Yeah, here's me and Cordero and Thielen at the same time. But again, the link is not there. Those two, man. Cordero was something else.
He's still in the league, man.
Yeah.
They found a spot in Atlanta. He was a great fantasy running back. They use him on the goal line. He was great.
Just had to reinvent him, kind of.
Yeah. Everybody says he's a really nice guy.
He was, man. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Good dude. He's the reason I'm no longer allowed to be part of the draft party. But other than that, great.
You know that story, right?
No.
Yeah, it was the Johnny Manziel year, and the Vikings had me down there being the man wandering around interviewing people.
Sure.
And Cordero came in the room, and we were about to come up for a pick, and I said, Cordero, who do you want the Vikings to pick? And he started the crowd chanting Johnny Manziel.
Oh,
yeah. And of course, we did not choose Johnny Manziel, and the Vikings were not happy with me.
And they were never going to, it sounds like.
They tried to.
Like they were right.
They tried to trade up for him, but
I thought that they had done some research and were like, absolutely not.
They weren't going to take him at 9, but they tried to move back up, and then Cleveland traded up with Philly, and they had a better package of picks. So, and then Betty was like, so what? Let's dance.
Yeah.
You know who loves Johnny Manziel?
Betty.
Mr. Z.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Mr. Z.
Hi, Mr. Z.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Well, there's a big movie coming out this weekend for the kiddos and their parents so they can go cry together.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'll tell you a little, I bawled at the first one. That's true. This one is really good. It's not as weepingly sad, like the one or two parts in Inside Out 1 for a lot of people, not for everyone. But it's very emotional, but it isn't like heartbreaking. So you don't have to be scared of that. But it's also maybe a tiny bit funnier, not sure. So, but yeah, the Pixar, really nice to see a comeback. We're looking at possibly as high as 90 million this weekend.
Wow.
Opening weekend. Which for a kid's picture is fantastic.
Mr. Z. So we've watched Chloe and I, she's about to be 5. We've watched the first one a handful of times, and yes, it gets very dusty in the room.
Yeah.
So with this one, would she be able to watch this one? And we don't shelter her hardcore or anything like that, or would it be above her head a lot? Because from my understanding, this is more about the teen years, right?
Yeah. Well, mainly like if you think about it, what we get to be new emotions, one of them being embarrassment, which I think that's the one that I think for one, it's funny, but two, I think it's nice for us all to be reminded that almost everybody felt that way. We think we were the only one that didn't feel like we belonged in a place and we're embarrassed and we're like, and went through all these things. And it seemed like everyone else was so cool and we were not, and we were trying to pretend to be cool. Those kind of things that you had during certain parts of your life. So that might be a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? That emotion, maybe if you haven't went through that yet. But I don't know.
I wish you would learn that.
There's so much other stuff and it's beautiful. It's just such a beautiful picture. So yeah, I think so. Aside that's the part that you're talking about that maybe you're not ready because you haven't kind of went through the weird changes of trying to fit in with your high school friends or make new friends and things like that. That's really, it was a tough time.
The first one's sad. This one looks like it could be sad as well. You're saying it's not as sad. But I will say, brilliant idea, brilliant premise, and truly touching messages in both,
Yeah. My son, who's 21, he went last night. It opened Thursday night to some really nice numbers. And he was 21, and he called me and said, the same thing. He was like, I remember all of that. And, it's still fresh for him. But so as a 21, and then as a grown man, for me, having my kids gone through it all recently, I think that's the cool thing is that no matter how old you are, that was such a strong emotions that you went through that you just go, yeah. And it just feels like it's so nice to know that that you're not the only one that had to go through all that, And so, I think it's going to do great.
We talked a little bit about this yesterday, Mr. Z, but the movie Bike Riders, which is Hawks's, is a brutal name for a movie about motorcycles. They're running the commercial and trailer during a lot of ESPN, and they say that it's Goodfellas on motorcycles. That's a tough movie to compare any other movie to.
Yeah. I don't know who's saying that exactly. I don't even, in fact, I haven't looked to see if I'm allowed to even talk about to review the movie. But first of all, I did hear, I was podcasting, I was driving yesterday, and I heard the title brought up. Bike Riders, the reason it's called the Bike Riders, I'm not saying it's a good reason, but the reason is it's based on a book from the late 60s in which a guy, kind of like a Rolling Stone type thing, where he went out and spent time with a group of, with a gang of bikers and spent a year with them and then wrote a book with a picture book, and he called the book The Bike Riders. And so that's why it's called that. I'm not saying it's a good reason, but that's the reason. So it's really good, and it does want to be Goodfellas. It's not, but it wants to be Goodfellas.
Some great actors in it. I mean, that's a great cast, and I like the idea. I want to see guys fight,
and ride bikes.
Yeah.
Jodie Comer kind of runs the movie, and she's so good. With Killing Eve, season 1 of Killing Eve is so freaking good. That's one of the best season 1s of any show ever, and she was so fantastic. So she can do anything.
Yep.
Last one for me. What is going to be the biggest movie of the summer? Is it Deadpool?
Yeah. Deadpool is going to sell. It's ridiculous. Deadpool would be one of the biggest movies of the year. If it wasn't rated R, rated R always handcuffs you because you take out about half of your movie audience. If families and kids make up so much part of your business.
Yeah.
But then the cool thing is that college kids and high school kids make up another huge chunk, and that's the group that we haven't got back to the theater very well, and that's what this one will. So it's going to open to over 150 million kind of opening weekend kind of thing.
Jeez.
And so it's going to be that'll be really big. The funny thing is that the projections are in that September Beetlejuice is really, really tracking hard. Not anything like that for opening weekend, but the number of people who want to see Beetlejuice is really, really high.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Deadpool will crush. Yeah. Despicable Me 4 will most likely do better than Inside Out, which is a good thing. It's not a rip on Inside Out. That's just Despicable Me 4 is tracking really high as well.
You're the man. Thank you, Mr. Z.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
That's the great Mr. Z, the mystery movie reviewer. We can't tell you who he is or we'd have to kill you.
That's right.
Yeah. 6:32. We'll come right back, get some What Really Matters out the way. Lots to get to. Our morning show coming at you live on the Fan.
The Fan.
Hey, Sweet Saucy.
Yeah, Daddy.
Would you hang up on Mr. Z, please?
Oh, I thought I did.
Hey, welcome back, Patrick Morning Show. Here we are.
Beautiful morning. Beautiful morning.
Lovely out, man.
Gonna start getting toasty.
Yeah.
Good. My air conditioning unit. I need a new one now. Found that out yesterday.
Aquarius Home Services. AquariusHomeservices.com.
Yeah, I need one ASAP.
We'll get Lauren K to get you an appointment out ASAP.
Yeah. They're the best. Aquarius Wales.
Let's get that thing installed because it's
such a great company.
It's going to be a swarmer today.
Toasty.
Isn't it weird? I mean, I know it's because obviously you're turning it on, blah, blah, blah. It always happens on the hottest day of the year.
Yes, of course.
It was
always.
This week, though, wasn't hot. But I just, when I was laying in bed, I could hear it turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off.
And you were
I feel like my house is brand new.
Yeah.
Because I've lived there since it was built.
Yeah.
But it's 17 years old.
Isn't that something, man?
So things are starting to go. And I'm like, yep. So the guy yesterday is like, I think it's probably time for a new air conditioning unit. And then it is clear because last evening.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks, John.
Yes.
Sorry, Daddy.
So hit me up. I need a new one.
We'll get it taken care of. We'll get that done. Right now, though, we got to take care of some What Really Matters.
Yes.
That's what really matters.
What's it brought to you by?
Catalyst Supply.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Asking questions I know the answers to.
That's all right. Hey, I have a story that I saw during the break on SportsCenter, and I want a quick comment from the guy who's actually involved in the story because he's here. Conor McGregor has withdrawn from UFC 303 due to an injury. Conor, why did you withdraw?
That's a real sad story.
What happened?
I was down at the McDonald's.
Oh, yeah?
Sure. Get myself a Shamrock Shake.
In June?
I wanted one. I said, I'm Conor McGregor. You're going to make me a... I almost cussed. You're going to make me a Shamrock Shake because I'm me.
They're available all year over there.
Yeah, well, I know. I was in downtown Amarillo.
Yeah.
They wouldn't make it for me, so I went in. I said, you're going to make me a shake, and they wouldn't do it.
What happened?
A man jumped on top of me.
So what happened?
I had to beat him off.
Oh.
Yeah, you got a guy getting jump on, you got to beat him off.
But how did
and then
you...
another dude jumped on me, and I beat him off as well.
How did you get injured? So your wrist hurts?
My arms. Oh, my arms. You'd be surprised.
From beating so many people off?
It takes a lot of energy to beat a man off.
Yeah, it does.
Just ask your dad.
Jeez. Connor, you know my dad?
Oh, your dad's great. He's the person that taught me to beat men off.
Oh, my God, you're Mike's son.
That might have been going too far.
Where did you meet my dad, Connor?
I met him at a gas station, of course.
Why did you meet him at a gas station?
I was in the gas station, and 7 men jumped on top of me, and I tried to beat them all off. Couldn't do it myself.
Oh, so he helped you?
Lucky your dad was there, and there's nobody better at beating men off.
He heard someone yelling, "Kiss me!"
That's right. I said, "Oh, look, Lawyer Lambert's here. He's well known. He's world renowned for beating men off. There's nobody better at it."
Oh.
I said, "You should try your hand at the UFC." And he said, "I can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore." I said, "Why are your hands so sore?" He said, "From beating men off. You should know this."
That's when they jump on top of you, right?
That's why, of course. Yeah. If a guy jumps on top of you, listen, a woman can jump on top of you. That's one thing. You don't beat a woman off.
Yeah.
That's why. See, I was wondering. He's an attorney. Yeah. I was wondering why his hands are so callous.
It's unbelievable. This the size of this man's hands. He's so talented. Sometimes we go to bars looking for men to beat off.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we do it because we like fighting.
You and Lawyer Lambert.
We like to go to bars. Sure.
And just pick fights?
We go up to Zorbas.
Why
what about Mugs?
Yeah, do you go to Mugs?
You don't go looking for men to beat off at Mugs.
No.
You don't do it there, man.
Or across the street, the old walk-on in.
Yeah, because if you walk into the walk-on in, you're walking out of there with all your bow-legging.
Why?
For beating men off, yeah.
That's the first time you said off.
Gosh, dang it, Connor.
It's true.
So, all right, well, good. So you're injured. You won't be partaking in UFC 303.
I can't do it. My elbows are sore.
Yeah, well.
I am sorry to disappoint you, but don't worry.
Yeah.
If you're planning on going up to Mille Lacs,
yeah,
and you happen to see Lawyer Lambert and me walking into a bar,
yeah,
please leave us alone. Our arms are sore from all the fighting we've been doing.
Okay.
Leave us alone.
Don't get on top of you guys.
Don't jump on top of me. You know what I'll have to do?
No.
I'll beat you off me.
Thank you, Connor. But really matters, Hawk, is this.
That didn't count as what really matters.
You just missed Connor, Hawk.
Connor who?
Connor McGregor.
Oh,
he was just here.
He's not going to fight, I hear.
He was talking about my dad.
Well, his elbows are so sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a little jealous when he and your dad are around each other.
Because it's just so much beating people off of them.
They love to fight.
Yep.
And fart.
Stay away from my husband.
Yeah, correct. Really matters. Oh, I can do another one.
No, I got it. I got a good one. Is there anything better than Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday?
Oh.
I still haven't seen it.
What?
I know.
John, that's a top.
Don't make me call Connor over here.
Yeah, don't have Connor do anything to you.
I will.
That's a top 10 film, and I'm not kidding.
I will watch it within the next week.
It's the best Western of all time.
Check this out.
Not close.
This will make so much sense to you, and the next time you see it, it's going to make you appreciate it even more. Val Kilmer, when he's real sick, right?
Yeah.
He's covered in sweat, and he's shaking and stuff.
Yeah.
He actually had them lay him on a bed of ice so he would shake and act uncomfortable.
Oh, wow.
Because he's, that's what the scene called for.
Oh, it's such a good.
God, what a film.
It's so good,
Oh, what a film.
Oh, that's going to be tough, though. That's going to bring back. It was tough watching Arthur.
Oh, poor Art.
Oh.
Little Artie.
The best part is when you told your wife you might want to take a leave of absence because you were so bereavement because you were so devastated.
But it wasn't covered at work because he wasn't immediate family, even though it felt like it.
Oh.
And when Cher walked in and goes, "Do you bereave?"
Yeah, man. That's genius. The Minnesota Twins beat the A's 6-2.
They beat that A.
Carlos Correa is 8 of 10. He has 8 hits in his last 10 at bats, and last night he belted a 2-run home run in the 7th and did this cool Prince bit. He's batting .299. He should be the team's all-star. Also, Buxton, him, and Lewis combined for 8 hits and 5 RBI. The Twins are 37 and 32. Same two teams today at 7-10. Sure? Yeah.
I thought they were playing the Bees.
Stupid. Same two teams today. Simeon Wood Richardson goes for your Minnesota Twins.
Oh, Simeon.
What really matters, Hawk, is this.
Alexander the Great conquered the known world, but he never attempted to attack the city-state of Sparta. And I got to believe it's because he saw the movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You saw 300.
Yeah, what a film.
Oh, so
God,
good.
that's so good.
Oh,
how badly does it make you want to do push-ups when you're watching that film?
And fight.
You're like, you're talking human male bodies can look like that, not like this. I look like Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I think when Smitty went and saw that, we each had a large bucket of popcorn to ourselves.
Yeah. That's not shocking.
Yeah, well, you have to, though.
Well, you got to carb up. You might get attacked.
Yeah, and then, of course, when the one guy that they wouldn't let battle with them in 300, Smitty looks at me and goes, "That guy looks like you."
Yeah, the
hunchback guy.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty, I deserve it.
No. Yeah, kind of.
I
maybe.
do.
Yeah, probably.
The Florida Panthers are 1 win away from the Stanley Cup, Zacho, after beating the Oilers 4-3 to take a 3-0 series lead. The Panthers scored 1 in the first, and they scored 3 in about 6 minutes in the second period. They hang on to win 4-3. Game 4 is tomorrow at 7 o'clock. That game can be heard right here on the Fan. The Panthers are minus 2,500 to win the whole thing.
One thing I noticed in multiple states as I was driving across the country, multiple billboards of Dolly Parton, and it was like some ad council thing, and it said, "Do something good for somebody." And it's just a picture of her and just
rocks.
I mean, cleavage that would not end.
Now you're going to get Connor hockey going again.
Connor hockey. It's going to be probably a sweep, but hockey, anything can happen. And
he knows that.
Yeah. But what really matters. Oh, I'm sorry. That's your job.
No, do it, Zach.
I don't know. What really matters is this.
In 2013, Kentucky Fried Chicken filed a lawsuit against Hitler.
What?
Good.
Hitler was a fried chicken stand in Thailand, which had a similar logo to KFC, but instead of the Colonel, it had Hitler.
And we thought Betty didn't give a bleep.
Right.
It gained notoriety when food reviewer Andrew Spooner tweeted an image of the stall. It was soon shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a odd name.
Marketing campaign.
Odd name.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hitler?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Odd name. Okay. Jacksonville has reached a deal.
I think we all agree with you.
With quarterback Trevor Lawrence. They're giving him a 5-year, $275 million deal, $55 million a year, 142 of it fully guaranteed. I think it can be up to $200 million of it guaranteed. That 55 is now tied with the most for a quarterback, the highest paid player in the league, with Joe Burrow. I would rather have Joe Burrow
for sure.
Well,
yeah.
I think I would.
But Trevor doesn't get hurt. Joe's always hurt.
Well, I think Trevor got banged up last year, but still played. If I remember
he did
correctly.
play. Yeah.
But
he's a good fantasy quarterback because their defense is bad, and they're always playing from behind. He's a great fantasy quarterback.
And if you have a good quarterback, you have to keep them.
Yes,
that's it.
Yeah.
Man, that's coming up, isn't it?
What's that?
Fantasy draft season.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Ryan Donaldson has already done one. Have you done one, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You've already done one?
My dynasty league, yeah.
Really?
Where we have to draft college players that could end up in the league.
How many leagues are you in?
7.
That's
too
not
many.
bad.
It's too many. I'm going to probably chop 2 of them this year.
Don't chop the one that you and I are in.
Okay.
Because I like playing fantasy.
Oh, he was definitely thinking about that.
It definitely is. It's in consideration, but
you're good for fantasy leagues because you care.
I do care.
You can't have people in fantasy leagues that care for
till they're out of
5 weeks and then quit.
Yeah, that's me. That's why I don't do them anymore.
I think you're easy money though, Hawk. I think that's why they ask.
I'm easy a lot of things.
Yeah, you are.
You're like Betty.
Yeah. But what really matters, Hawk, is this.
The military helped invent Cheetos as they needed shelf-stable food for World War II and ended up with a mountain of dehydrated cheese after the war ended, and they used that cheese to make Cheetos.
Awesome.
How about that?
It's never been in any MREs that I've eaten. The candy was usually M&Ms.
Cheetos are so good.
Because the military can't just do things normally, they're not, it doesn't say M&Ms. It's pan-coated chocolate-covered discs.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just saying M&Ms.
That
Because they're
sounds
M&Ms.
less appetizing when you say it that
Right.
way.
Maybe that's why they're like, we want them to eat this last.
Chocolate covered discs.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, what now?
Discs.
Oh, okay.
Why are you
your dreams just
thrusting in
came
that?
true.
Yeah. Easy, Zacho.
New dip flavors at Dairy Queen.
Dip.
All right. Oh,
Dip.
man. Dairy Queen.
Oh, what would you get right now from Dairy Queen?
Chocolate covered, medium ice cream cone covered in chocolate.
Yeah. I would get the butterscotch dip cone.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup and Oreo Blizzard.
I would go in front of hockey and order a chicken strip basket.
Oh, man.
you son of a
I
bitch.
kid you not.
You think Conor McGregor was here earlier.
Dude, I kid you not. I was in Buffalo Lake at the little Dairy Queen the other day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the guy in front of me,
Oh, boy.
I could hear them order. And they didn't just order a cheeseburger. They ordered, we're going to have, give me the chicken strip basket. Can we get onion rings instead of fries?
Oh, boy.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. What do you want?
Was Betty ordering?
Could you get a root beer mixed with goulash for the drink?
Oh.
The order went on forever, and I wanted everyone dead.
You're going to burn the place down.
So I did a burnout into a parking spot and got out of there and ass stomping strutted into the Dairy Queen, ordered my large Diet Coke and medium chocolate dip cone, got out and got in my car and drove off, and they were still sitting waiting on
Are
their
you
food.
kidding me?
No.
I'd quit.
I was so angry.
Yeah. You've always
Go
said.
inside.
Yeah, or have two lines.
Yeah.
This is not as a big of a deal as that because all these things are made quickly, and it would be me and a bunch of 80-year-old people. But there should be a line at coffee places that is just for regular coffee.
Thank you.
Just coffee.
Thank you.
Because you walk into a Starbucks or a Caribou and you wait for 15 minutes because, as Hockey just said, everybody's getting 70 things.
And they've never been to a fast food joint before.
Correct.
I always get behind the lady at McDonald's who says, what do you guys have here?
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers.
Whoa.
The same thing we've had for the last 80 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you want on your cheeseburger?
Right.
Oh, wait, you want a fish sandwich? Guess what? We got that too.
Yeah.
Look to your left. This is the menu. It ain't that hard.
Nope.
Well, let's give
kiss me.
Let's give props where props is due.
All right,
Chick-fil-A now has this mobile through line. So they have a drive-through line, and then they have if you use the app, you get to pass all those people.
Perfect.
It's awesome. And you get extra points for ordering through the app. So
Really?
Mobile
Can't afford not to then.
Right. Yeah. Mobile is
the one at St. Louis Park, the drive-through line down here is always
Where's
busy.
the one in St. Louis? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should get some Chick-fil-A, right, Hawk?
Oh, dude, let me tell you.
That spicy
Would you
chicken
order it,
sandwich.
Zacho? I'll pay for it.
Sure.
I got money to spend.
I'll just
I ain't
take a
scared.
regular chicken the
Y'all know what
breakfast
I
chicken
want.
sandwich in a DC.
Yeah, DC.
Hawk will pay for it.
Yeah.
He ain't scared.
Do you want some what really matters?
Oh, yeah.
I'm allowed to do this now, but I can only do it in this way. I still am barely understanding, okay?
And you were, I will give you credit. You were 1,000% listening to the entire
I
conversation.
tried really hard to understand. I hope I got it right because I don't want to have to pay $5,000 just so I can play for you a great brand new song from Nathaniel Rateliff. I can't play you the whole thing.
Is this the one you texted the
Yeah.
group?
He's giving a
Great
review
song.
of it.
Dude,
You're giving a review of it.
I'm giving a review. The song is called Heartless. He's got 3 songs that have come out from his new record. This is a little bit of the newest. Nathaniel Rateliff in the Night Sweats.
This
You
is
remember
so
SOB?
good.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch!
Yeah.
Same guy, okay?
It could get so bad. Run around hard.
I've probably listened to this song 1,000 times.
Run around hard.
Since it came out last Friday.
Tried to make it to the coast when I moved out west. Ran around angry. Ran around angry.
I think he says the F word here.
I remember the flames in the grass, how they danced in a line.
This video where the little boy's running and the people behind him.
As the fire
so good,
swept
man.
across the prairie, it was on the burn.
I love it so much. Heartless by Nathaniel Rateliff.
What would you give that? A 10 out of 10?
A 10 out of 10. I think this is a 10. This is a 10 out of 10. That's what I'm gonna do.
And my childhood.
All right, this is the F word. Blanked up. I didn't know. Okay, cool.
Coming out
even, baby. God, I love this song.
Great song.
This is a mood. This whole song's a mood, man.
It's a good
summertime.
Yeah, man. Elbow out the window.
What's how many songs on there do you love?
There's out of the 3 he's released right now, I love 2 of them.
End of the month.
That's exactly 6/28.
That's sweet, dude.
Yeah.
What's the name of the other one you love?
I'll play it for you right now because I'm going to review it as well.
Let's review it, all of us.
This is called Get Used to the Night. It's the another one that's been released by Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats off his new record. Listen to that. And he's got this horn, it's like a wall of sound thing, like back in the day with the dude who killed that lady and has the afro.
Spectre.
Thank you. Listen to this, man. Here you go.
That used to get around.
Oh, my God.
So good.
You found one way, one to get around and one to get through.
I review this a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, good review. I review it a 10
I need you to review it as well.
Like so many lost days, I used to stay home and writhe in my bed.
Amen, brother.
Wish I could retire. You still hardware. I used to do cartwheels to land on my head.
This is right here.
I used to know it all, but I can't remember much name. I used to be a proud fucking young.
Where's the doctor? I got it. This is Nathaniel Rateliff. Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. This one's called Get Used to the Night. I need a 1 out of 10 review right now from you, John Creasel.
8. I would say 7.5.
8 out of 10.
Heartless, I would say 10.
Okay.
This says that it's Get Used to the Night is a moving tribute to his late friend and collaborator, Richard Swift.
Yeah.
So was that someone that was in the band or someone that just was a producer?
I believe a songwriter, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. I need a 1 out of 10 review out of you, Mr. Meats Pollen.
I give it a 8.5.
Zach?
I would say I call it a growing 6.
I think you're too young to love it.
This I like this type of I like this type of music. I like this style of music, but it has to grow on.
Yeah, you need to be in the right mood.
Correct. So I think this could easily get to an 8 or a 9.
Thank you. You wish it'd get to an 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I wish I'd get an 8 or 9 as well.
I love his music.
I love
the
him.
sound of it. And
Yeah, I love it. He's coming to town to the X, I believe we said.
Oh, wow.
In November.
I think you're right, yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Fantastic.
Love him. Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. That's your music review. We're going to review some other music a little bit later on because that's what we do on the show, but we can only talk to you about it if we review it.
Correct.
I hope.
And we reviewed that.
We did.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals is tonight at 7:30. Yeah! Wow. The Celtics lead 3-0. The Mavs are minus 1.5 to win the game. This will most likely be a sweep. I think it's something like the Celtics are like minus 6,000 to win the whole thing. Hawk is waiting to hear if Porzingis is out.
Porzingis.
He was out for game 3.
I know, because it's so sad.
Yeah, very sad.
Porzingis. That'll probably do it. We better go break at 6:58. Okay. We got to, and Marnes will be here soon, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, and Max will be here because he's going to play the initials game today. And Zacho's running the initials game, and I believe the initials game is inside the Foot Locker over there. Am I right?
It is in the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials vault.
That's it. That's what I meant, not the Foot Locker. Patrick Morning Show. What is it? 6:58. It's the 14th day of June. Gonna be a warm one today. We'll see you at Woodstock a little bit later. Patrick Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.